Hey there, it's Ball Guy, and today I'm going to be talking about EV training. And no, I'm not talking about the Pokemon Eevee. So, what is an EV? EVs stand for effort values, and essentially, Pokemon gain one stat point for every 4 EVs they have in that stat rounded down at level 100. And why is that? Well, that's all according to that formula down there that determines the stats of your Pokemon. So you have a cap of 510 total EVs, and you can only have up to 252 in any stat. So an example EV spread might be 252 attack, 252 speed, and 6 HP for a physical sweeper like Gyarados. What a sweeper is a Pokemon that sets up and hopefully one hit KOs your opponent's Pokemon. And another example spread might be 252 HP, 252 defense, and 6 special defense for a wall, like Toxapex. They're basically tanks. They just take your opponent's hits and hopefully chips away at your opponent's Pokemon. Now, let's look at a maxed out EV trained Pokemon. You can look at this view in your game by going to the summary and pressing X on the stats page. How you can tell it's maxed out is the gray color of the shape that you can see inside that yellowish shape right there. If it's a dark yellow, that means it still has EVs yet to earn. If it's gray, it already has 510, so you can't gain any more. And the stars next to the special attack and speed, that means it already has 252 EVs in that stat, so there's no point in training this Pokemon anymore. So there are 4 main ways to gain EVs, and I've ranked them from fastest to slowest. You can buy vitamins, you can battle Pokemon, and you got Pokejobs. And we're not really going to talk about wings. So, you can buy vitamins at Hammerlock and Winden Pokecenters. Hammerlock is where you spend BP, and I prefer to conserve my BP for competitive Pokemon items. And Winden is where you spend your in-game currency, your Pokedollars, the stuff you get from trainers. And I prefer to use that because I've been grinding the last area a lot for a Flame Orb. But anyways, yeah, that's the fastest way, just by spending money, mass money. And it used to be that there was a limit on these vitamins where you can only give a Pokemon 10 vitamins. But now they removed it, so you can essentially max it out by getting 26 vitamins, like 26 HP ups for max HP. That's pretty good. Pretty fast. If you have a lot of money, of course. So another way to gain EVs is through battling. Before that, I would recommend trying to get Pokerus. Pokerus doubles your EVs that you gain from battling, and there's a low chance that you can get it, but it's about 3 times rarer than getting a shiny Pokemon in the wild. So I recommend you find somebody who has it and trade them for it, because it's very, very rare. So here's a list of EV farming targets. You can get them, you can find them pretty easily. You don't have to stick to this, but they're really easy to find, and they give 1 EV each. So here's EV boosting items. They'll add 8 EVs of their respective stat whenever they gain EVs. Except for the Madrabrace, that doubles any EVs gained in battle, or whenever they gain EVs. So then we'll talk about Pokejobs. Alright, and also for those items, you can buy them at the Hammerlock Poke Center. Now for Pokejobs, uh, so if you have the option to send your Pokemon on jobs in your PC. If you're the type of person who doesn't have the time to train them and you don't want to grind for money, like myself, you can send them on jobs to gain EVs. And here I have a handy chart to detail how many EVs you can gain. So, if you don't have any of the things and you just send your Pokemon on a job, if you look there and you send them on a job for just a little while, which is 1 hour, you'll gain 4 EVs. But if you had Pokerus, you could have had 8 EVs. And yeah, same with a Macho Brace. If you didn't have the Pokerus, you would have 8 EVs. Now, if you had a power item, you can see that you can max out a stat for 250 and gain 252 EVs if you send them there for the whole day. Now, and then if you had Pokerus and a Macho Brace, still the same thing, maybe at a faster rate. But if you had Pokerus and a power item, you can get 252 EVs in half a day. That's a whole 12 hours you're saving. So yeah, try to get Pokerus if you can. It'll help speed things along if you are going down the power item route. And yeah, I should talk about BP farming, the battle tower, later, but not in this video though. So for wings, I'm not even gonna talk about this too much. You'll find them on the ground, on the bridges, outside of Motostoke, and they only give you 1 EV each. So if you wanted to max out a stat, you'd have to get 252 wings of each stat. That's just too much. That's a lot. I think it would take a lot longer than jobs. Or maybe not. Maybe it'd just be more tedious. It's just not worth the time. You'd be better off battling, in my opinion. But, I mean, it's up to you. You can do it. Now, if you have made any mistakes gaining EVs, or you want to readjust your EVs, you can also use berries. These berries will decrease your EVs by 10 each. So yeah, use them if you want to reset your Pokemon's EVs or something. And that'll do it. I hope this video was very informative, and good luck to you on your competitive Pokemon journey. See ya!